Hello and welcome to yet another special Crystal Ball. This is really special because this comes after what has been clearly a historic election verdict, has stoked hopes of a multi-year bull cycle after 6 long years in India. Akash Prakash of Amanza Capital joins me to tell me whether he thinks that is the case and whether after a long time equities can come back into flavor even for domestic investors. Akash, good to see you again. Do you think there's a lot of hype and euphoria, or do you really believe that this could be a catalyst of a turn in the cycle after so many years in India?
No, I think it's the beginning of a turn of the cycle. I think I've been saying for some time that the bull market actually may have begun in August of last year. If you look at the performance of equities, especially in dollar terms, which is how we look at it, from August of last year, the market's up about 30-35% already. So I think that, I don't think it's all hype and euphoria. I mean, I think there is a real possibility that India will do very, very well over the next 3 to 4 years in terms of both the economy and equity markets.
So what do domestic investors do, Akash? Because while the markets have gone up in dollar terms, as you suggest, the evidence is that domestic investors have still been sitting out in a large part. Do you think they should come in now? Would they wait for opportunities or dips? Do you expect any consolidation after this pre-election rally which could provide them some kind of an entry point?
Yeah, I think the market may consolidate because obviously it's gone up a lot, and you saw on Friday itself that it opened up, would really gap up and then came down and finally ended up about 1.5% up. So you could see a consolidation phase now for some time, but I don't think the market goes down very significantly. So I think investors should start putting money to work now. You may do it over, systematically over a period of time, 1 month, 2 months or whatever, because you can't predict short-term moves. But I don't think there's significant downside. It will consolidate, but I don't think it's going down 10-15%, which will give everyone a great entry point, and that's unlikely to happen. So I think you've got to hope it consolidates here and deploy capital now in the next as we talk actually. Because I think you'll have a short window where the market will consolidate. It will not consolidate for very long if the government moves ahead and starts taking decisions.
So you think 7,000 or 6,800 Nifty could be a base below which the market may not go in the near term from the starting point of, say, 7,200?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't think it goes much. I don't think it'll go below that because the assumption we're all making is that on 21st, when Mr. Modi and the government get sworn in, you'll see some credible faces as being important ministers in the government, finance, agriculture, the critical ministries, defense, infrastructure, power, etc. And I think they will, from the little that I've read, I think they do seem to have a 100-day game plan. They do seem to have a game plan of who they want to be in the bureaucracy, who are the critical secretaries, etc. So you might start seeing decision-making pretty quickly. So I don't think the market goes below 6,800, whatever, 6,500, whatever number you choose, 5-7% maybe with luck. But I think investors should not be waiting for a 10-15% type of pullback. I don't think it'll come. I think you should use the next next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to put money to work, because whatever consolidation is going to happen now while there's still, while people are still not convinced that he can do things, that he can turn the government around, etc. If it becomes very clear in a matter of a couple of months that they are moving ahead very aggressively to revive the economy, I don't think the market will wait. So I think you should use the market, use the next 1 month to deploy capital as soon as possible.
What's your sense of how global investors might read this? Because India has been outperforming anyway. We have received significant flows over the last couple of months. But do you think a lot more is waiting to come in if they see the right signs? Or has India already become overweight in the portfolios of many investors?
I think India already is overweight for a lot of the global equity investors. But in our limited discussions with people that we talk to, I think there are a lot of investors who have been sitting on the sidelines in the sense that they may have deployed 30, 40, 50% of what they want to deploy and could potentially put in a lot more. Number one. Number two, the other problem is that if you look at EM as a whole, a lot of the other big emerging market countries have problems. If you look at China, everyone knows about. Russia, everyone knows about. Brazil has its own issues. Turkey, South Africa. So there are limited markets of any size where you can deploy large chunks of capital which have an interesting outlook. I think people will perceive India as going through a Mexico type of moment where you have a strong government come in place, which is right of center for the first time, which has a lot of low-hanging fruit it can pluck to get the economy moving. So I think a lot of money can come into India even now if the government and Mr. Modi, take the right steps. I know we've got money, and I know that a lot of surveys show that India is already overweight. But I do believe there's a lot more money which can come if the right steps are taken. I don't think we are near the end of this, or that everyone is fully invested, or that everyone is already fully deployed. I don't think that's true.
What about domestic investors, Akash? Because, a big event is out of the way. The markets have taken out their previous top by quite a margin now. Do you think this is attraction enough for investors to finally shed their complete apathy for equities and start getting into the game again?
Well, I think they should, because if you look at the last year, right, in the last 12 months, equities have, or last 18 months, equities have outperformed gold, they've outperformed fixed income. I think real estate markets, and I don't understand, real estate is very granular, so it depends on city to city. But I don't think real estate prices are going up, have gone anywhere in the last 12, 18 months dramatically either. So, I think the time for equities as an asset class is come. If you read research produced by the sell side, over the last 3 or 4 years, about $8 to $10 billion of domestic investors sold $8 to $10 billion of equity. Even if you take, I think equity weightages are all-time low in terms of investors' portfolios and percentage of financial assets. So I think the investors hopefully, move money in now as opposed to waiting for another market rise and coming in right at the top. So I've been saying this for more than 6 months now, that investors should be putting money into equities in a very significant fashion. Equities already have started outperforming. This is the beginning, I think, of this significant outperformance still to come, especially vis-a-vis gold and property and fixed income. So I've been saying for a long time, equity investors should be putting money into equities. I mean, what will cause them to put money into equities? When will they finally shed the apathy? I mean, that frankly, I don't know. I don't run a retail investment product, so I frankly don't have a sense of that. But I hope investors don't wait till the market is up another 10, 15, 20%, and then, I hope they at least start putting money into work now.
What about valuations, Akash? How do they stack right now for you compared to averages, given the kind of earnings growth that we have today? And at what point would you start getting worried that markets are probably getting a bit overheated on valuations?
I think right now valuations are just near the top end of the average, so they're nowhere near what they were in 07, 08, but they're definitely not at the very cheap level. They're probably at the high end of the average we take of the last 10, 15 years average. But at this stage of the market, valuations are going to look expensive because the market will run ahead. This is normal. Markets will run ahead of earnings because the market is a discounting mechanism. The market will look through. And if I wrote an article called Looking Through the Value of Earnings, that looking through the coming valley of earnings, because the market will turn first, go up, valuations will look expensive, and then earnings will catch up. So, and normally this is helped by falling interest rates and rising liquidity, which in India's case will not happen. Interest rates are unlikely to go down very quickly. But what you will see in this case, to give investors the confidence to look through next 6 months of weak earnings, which are baked in the cake, is policy action. I think if you see good ministers in the central government, them starting to take quick decisions, I think investors will be willing to live with earnings kicking in after 6 or 12 months. It is very clear that the next 6 months earnings are going to remain weak, probably next 6, 9, 12 months maybe, because that's already baked in the cake. I mean, the economy is not going to accelerate overnight. We do at 4.5%, 5% for year ending March 14. We'll probably go at 5, 5.5 for the coming coming year, March 15, and then the real acceleration will happen. So earnings will take at least 6 to 9 months to really start, moving ahead very in a rapid pace. The market is not going to wait for that. I think the market will go up before that. So you'll have a period of time where you will have to accept that you're making a bet on the future, and you're making a bet that earnings will catch up. That's a bet I think people are willing to make if they see the government making the right noises in terms of the appointment of ministers and the initial decisions they take. So I don't think you're not going to find the market remaining cheap, or to say that no, the market should come down to 10, 12 times and then only I'll buy. The market is not going to come down to 10, 12 times because if Mr. Modi and the government move in the direction we all expect them to do in terms of economic policy and the people they bring into the government, the market is not going to come down to 10, 12 times. You're going to have to live with the fact that the market is a discounting mechanism. It will move ahead of earnings, and earnings will catch up.
At this point, a quick break. I return with Akash Prakash of Amansa Capital in just a minute after the break.